the Director of Public Prosecution Djibouti and the Permanent Secretary of the Justice Ministry of Djibouti, and an Assistant Attorney General from Somalia, and a representative of the Deputy Attorney General of Ethiopia, the Honorable DCI Kenya, heads of criminal investigations from Uganda, Tanzania, Ethiopia, and Somalia, Director Bettina Amba of Wayamo Foundation, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to Kenya, first of all, and to the network meeting of directors of public prosecutions and Director of Criminal Investigations. I take this opportunity to express my gratitude to the Wayamo Foundation for organizing this meeting and for their commitment in promoting international criminal justice. The overall aim of this meeting is to strengthen the regional and bilateral cooperation between the national prosecution authorities and investigation agencies with a view of enhancing efficient and effective investigations and prosecution of transnational organized crimes. Further, the meeting provides an avenue for regional and cross-border cooperation in matters extradition and mutual legal assistance. If it was not known to any of us present today, allow me to frame the picture. Crime, and particularly transnational organized crime, constitutes a major threat to national, regional, and international peace, security, and rule of law. Indeed, in this day and age, virtually all forms of organized crime acquire a transnational aspect to them, be it the planning, financing, execution, irrespective of borders. Offenses related to corruption, cybercrime, money laundering, human trafficking, even organ trafficking, wildlife crimes, illicit firearms, terrorism, just to name a few, are transnational in nature. These offenses pose challenges that we continue facing today and shall do so for the foreseeable future as the world continues to shrink into a global village. Ladies and gentlemen, such is the magnitude of the task that we face. Our gaze should and must shift from the conventional to the new. These types of offenses are complex, involving syndicates that are usually well-funded, who plan to avoid arrest and or prosecution, and in the event of arrest, hire the best lawyers out there to defend accused persons. We who stand on the right side of justice must equip ourselves and defend our nations at all times. We should not create a safe haven for the criminals in our jurisdictions. I reiterate that no singular country will win this on its own, and that cooperation and mutual legal assistance is inevitable. We either stand together or fall together. Cognizant of this, we have and have established in the region the East African Association of Prosecutors. This is made up of the original East African members, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, and recently South Sudan. We intend, however, to expand, cognizant of the fact that the threats are beyond just these few states within the East African community. And it is our wish that the expansion will fall in line with the UN definition of the East African community, or East African region, sorry. The evolving nature of these crimes, from distinct offenses to those supported by criminal networks, require countries to foster and strengthen regional and international cooperation in order to combat them. Thus, as a region, we should recognize the need to and support the development of sorry. Thank you. Thus, as a region, we should recognize the need to and support the development of national, regional, and international strategies and instruments to combat transnational crime. We should therefore adopt holistic strategies to combat these crimes. This should include capacity building of the investigators, prosecutors, and judges, as the DCI had said, on the nature, extent, and trends of transnational crime and use of modern techniques for investigations. The transboundary nature of serious and organized crime today mandates that responses are not confined to national borders. Regional cooperation in this regard is therefore vital and is no longer optional. Indeed, enhanced cooperation and collaboration between investigators and prosecutors in the region is a sure way to combat transnational crime and criminal networks that pose a security threat to public safety, security, and economic instability, not only in the region, but also the world at large. In Kenya, we have seen that the work between investigators and prosecutors is key to ensuring that the criminals and the cases are brought to court with strong evidence. It is therefore inevitable that the two have to work together, and this has to be replicated regionally. For this reason, this meeting would not have come at a better time, given the fact that we are facing increasing common challenges in the investigation and prosecution of transnational organized crime. Without a doubt, therefore, regional and bilateral cooperation in investigation and prosecution will go a long way to ameliorate some of these challenges through shared resources, intelligence, and best practices in combating crime. Finally, I look forward to the discussions and contributions of this meeting and hope that it will serve as a think tank for discussing emerging crime patterns, sharing information, formulating strategies to counter security threats, harmonization of laws and policies, establishment of joint database, and developing appropriate training and capacity building programs to strengthen the serious crime units of the member countries. And hopefully, criminals will increasingly find our region difficult to operate in. I call upon member states to make use of the recently established DPP Kenya Prosecutors Training Institute to build the capacity of their staff. I wish to thank you all for your participation and engagement in this meeting. I hope you will enjoy Kenya. Welcome, and thank you very much.